SR&BG and serial unalivers, serpent seeds, unalivers right around us, our neighbors. I'm telling you, some of your family members, man, more than one of your family members, your friends, the people that you trusted. A lot of them are serpent seeds, man. Serial unalivers. People with so many damn skeletons in their damn closet that you wouldn't even believe it, bro. Now let's talk about these serial unalivers. I'm not talking about a guy like Jeffrey Dahmer, Richard Ramirez. We already know how they look. We already know those type of guys. I'm talking about the ones that's sitting right up under your ass. Your homeboys. If you're gangbanging, you best believe that some of your homeboys are serial unalivers. I have to say unaliver so that I can make my $1.95 off this video, man. But you know what I'm talking about. There's families that's so deep into witchcraft. I'm talking about generations and generations, that the seeds that they have are demons and they're bloodthirsty. Some of these demons, they join gangs. They have 17 bodies. And nobody look at them as a Jeffrey Dahmer. He have French braids. He have a Glock with a switch. He killed a certain type of person, a person that looks like him. You telling me that this guy isn't a damn Jeffrey Dahmer, just in a damn different way? This is a serpent seed. This is a serial unaliver, but he's our friend. There's serial unalivers all around us, man. Listen, I remember this guy, right? Years ago, almost like 20 years ago. He come to me and my friend. Now, we knew this guy in the neighborhood and all of that. I mean, we wasn't homies and all of that, but we knew him. He was about 15 years older than us. And he say, hey, man, y'all want to make some money? Help me move. And we like, all right, but what's the hurry? Because he needed to move in a hurry. He needed to move like right now. And he was really nervous when he was telling us, right? It was like weird. And he told us that he got into it with his wife. He put his hands on her. The police is looking for him. And while she's at work, he need to go up in there and get all of his stuff, right? So we was like, cool. We went up there. We got his stuff. We went to the storage place. We put his stuff in the storage. He had a safe. I remember he had a safe because I'm the one that carried the safe. Matter of fact, I also remembered the code to the gate because, see, he was working me like a damn slave. But my friend, being that his grandma and his father and all them was Freemasons and Eastern Stars, he got the light work. And after all of this, can't you believe that he didn't give me no money? He gave my friend some money. And he told me that he had a surprise for me tomorrow because he wanted me to come help him move the rest of the stuff. And I was hurt, but I had to accept it. So the next day, we go over there, we move a couple of things, and he tell me that I can have this car, this broke down car. I really didn't want it. At the time, I was smoking crack. I wanted some damn money, but he gave me this damn broke down car, man. And I remember We hooked the car up to a chain in the front, and in the back of his van, we pulled the car all the way into the back of my mom's yard. And then it was sitting there for some weeks, and I was mad because I felt played. My friend got money, like about $150, and I didn't get nothing but this broke down car, and that car became my hot box. That was my hot box mobile. It was parked in the back of my mom's yard, and I used to just sit up in there, roll up the window, and smoke blunts, write raps, meditate. So it was cool. Until one day, my mechanic homeboy came. And I told him the story, and he looked up under the hood, and he said, "Hey, this damn car only need a battery." So he got the battery, man. We started it up. Long story short, we driving around. The dude come back. The manipulator come back. He realized that the car is running. He say that I owed him some money to get it registered. I get mad, and I remember that he had a damn safe. And I remember that I knew the code to the gate. So I told my homeboy, and me and my homeboy, we went up there one day, and we got that damn safe. And we got away, man, and we rejoiced. But it was some tapes in that damn safe. Remember, this video is about serial unaliving, the serpent seeds right around us. And I'm telling you that this weirdo, this Freemason guy had some tapes. Shall I continue? We opened up the safe, man. It was some money up in there. It was some good stuff up in there. And it was these two tapes. They was the little tapes, the tapes that fit inside of the camcorders, them old school camcorders that you put on your shoulder, them big ones. It was some of them tapes. And I didn't care about the tapes or anything like that, but the homeboy, he kept all of the rest of the stuff. We split the money, the jury, all of that type of stuff. And he kept the tapes. 2 days later, I went over there, and he had this look on his face, man. He wasn't the same, and I don't think that he is the damn same. You hear what I'm saying? I don't think that he recovered to this damn day. And the tapes was right there on the table, and I was all cool, like, "Hey, let's smoke," and all of this. And he was quiet, and he was looking down and shaking his head, and he was like, "Hey, man, them tapes, man, there's something on them tapes." I looked at them tapes, and I'm like, "What's on the tapes? Let me see." And he said, if he let me see the tapes, he's gonna have to call the police, and they gonna know that we took the dude's stuff. How can we explain? Man, that dude was killing prostitutes, man, and filming them on that damn tape. You hear what I'm saying? He had 2 tapes, 2 of them VHS tapes. He used to get prostitutes and kill them, man. His name is George Harvey. Anybody on 76 and Central, y'all know George Harvey. He's a serial unaliver, serpent seed. Yeah. You know, a couple of days after that, right? I started carrying a pistol, man. The homie gave me a pistol because we knew who we was dealing with, right? This was the creepiest shit in my life, man. So one day, I'm in the back of my mom's yard with my brother. I'm up in the car, we smoking. I'm telling him about this. I told my moms about this. I told damn near everybody I came in contact with about it, except for the police, because I didn't want it to be like a burglary and stuff like that. You hear what I'm saying? So that's my fault. But I'm sitting in the back of my mom's yard, in the car, smoking, talking to my brother, my little brother, about this. And out pops Harvey. His nickname is Harvey. Out pops Harvey. And he like, hey, man, I just want to talk to you. And I can tell that he had something. I can tell that he came over there to do something. And he was so desperate. He was like, hey, it was something in that safe, man. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you now, man. And I just got so scared that I ran up in the house, man. I grabbed the pistol and I chased him. I chased him away, right? I think I even shot. Yeah, I shot up in the air and I chased him away. And my mom's is on the phone. She acting weird. The neighbors call the police. It's like a big scene. And I tell the homie like an hour later what happened. And he's scared, man. I'm scared too because this isn't a regular dude. And at this time, me and my friend, we know about Freemasonry. We know what we seen. We know that we're in trouble. So I chased this dude off, man. I remember one day I'm walking down Florence. About a month later, I'm just walking. And from a distance, I see this guy on a bike. And my mind said, turn around and leave right now because that's that guy. And I didn't turn around and leave. And he rode right back. He rode right up on me. And he was like, hey, I want to holler at you. So I just ran, man. And now he chasing me, right? And I'm a master manifester. So I'm thinking I'm manifesting a way to get away. So I hit the corner and bam, the sheriff was right there. And then I turned around and he was gone. I ran past the sheriff. They like, hey, hold on. I stopped. And you know, they questioned me, ran my name, did all of that. But that was better than being caught by a serial unaliver. My homeboy, I don't know what happened to him. He moved after that. The serial unaliver, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to the tapes or anything like that. But let me tell you about something else that's weird, man. All my stories are true, man. All praises to the Most High. The Most High knows that my stories, my dreams, my visions, my testimonies, all of them are true. I believe over here at SR&BG that if you give false testimony, false dreams, false stories, then you can be cursed. I do not play with the Most High. I fear the Most High, bro. All my stories are real. So let me tell you about some more weird stuff, right? So me and my girl, this is after the Lou and Mukos tried to get us in the park, right? Well, tried to get me in the park, unalive me in the park. We moved to Phoenix for the first time. And this is before me and her had any children or anything. It's like we was on the run because they reopened that dope case. You hear what I'm saying? The reason that Lou and Mukos was wrestling me and all of that is because I had some dope up in my hand. And then I dropped the dope after I came back in my body and all of that type of stuff. After the out-of-body experience, I dropped the dope. And then my girl grabbed it and she ran and all of that type of stuff. So that's how she was involved in it. So they had an open case. We moved to Phoenix for the first time, but we was homeless in Phoenix. And we went to this place called The Zone, Cask, right there on like 12th and Jefferson, up in Phoenix, downtown Phoenix. And then somebody introduced us to this place in Tempe where homeless people go, and we spend a night at a church. Each night is a different church. Monday is a church like on 2nd Street. Tuesday is a church like on Maywood Street. Wednesday is a church on Maple Street. You feel what I'm saying? So we go there, and in there, it's a lot of white people. And After being there for like a week, this black dude comes. And then I go to the black dude, introduce myself. He introduced himself as Rico. His name was really Rico. He's about 45 years old. At the time, I'm about 26 years old. He's about 45, 46 years old. Tall, real dark-skinned, bald-headed, heavy set, but with a muscle base. You can tell that he worked out. And he was real cool, kind of weird, but he was cool. So I talked to him a little bit, and then all of a sudden, we decided to go back to Long Beach. I gave him my number and told him that if he ever needed anything, then holler at me, because I'm the man in Long Beach. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think that just because you see me in this rescue mission type thing that I'm not the man. If you was to see me in Long Beach, you will be looking at me different. And he believed me. So we leave Phoenix, go to Long Beach, and then I get back in the game. And now I'm at the top. Downtown Long Beach. I'm the man, right? My name is ringing. And he called. And I'm like, hey, man, I've been thinking about you, man. All of that, man. How's it been? Hey, what you doing? And he ain't up to nothing and all of that. I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to pay for you a bus ticket. You're going to come out here. We're going to kick it. I'm going to show you what I was talking about. So he came out there, man. I bought him the bus ticket. He came out. He kind of looked it different, a little dustier and all of that. I was clean. You feel what I'm saying? I was the man, and he was surprised. I walked him all around downtown Long Beach and stuff like that. I was going to make him, if he was going to stay there, I was going to make him security, like just the big ass guy to walk with me. You hear what I'm saying? Especially when it was time to collect money and different things like that. So I told him about the county building, the rescue mission, all the things to get him good up in downtown Long Beach, right? I was going to put him in the game also. And then one day, me and my girl, we went to this appointment because we had this voucher for this place. We was going to get this place and move in. And we had to go to this multi-service center. And there was a van that picks us up at a certain place. So we hopped on the van, and then we rode to the multi-service center, and we rode back, right? The reason I hopped on the van is because that's networking. We made some money on that van and all that, and at the multi-service center. And then when we was riding back and they was dropping off these people at this certain place by this laundromat, they said, hey, that's where this guy died last night. And me and my girl is listening, and they like, yeah, somebody killed them and bit his arm, like his bicep. Like the lady who was talking, she made a muscle, like a curl. And then she said, they bit this off. And I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, oh, they some smokers or something. They must be tripping. But the guy in the van, he wasn't a smoker. He worked at the multi-service center. He knew about it. He was like, yeah, they was talking about that this morning. And we like, what? So then we drove back and all of that. And then we told my girl moms. And her moms was like, yeah, just the other night, they found another body on the canal with their arm bit off, and she made a muscle. And we like, what? So we tell our neighbor, and he type up a computer. He types up on a computer how it was another one down, more down on the river, on the riverbed. Same thing, killed with a bicep bit off. And this was right around the time that Rico came. You hearing what I'm saying? And me and my girl, we like, oh man, they got a serial killer up in Long Beach right now. Even her moms, even our neighbor, we started spreading the word just amongst us. Any one of my customers that come, I put them on game like, hey, somebody is killing somebody in Long Beach in a certain type of way. This was around 2000, man, this was around 2000 and 2010. This was in 2010. The summer of 2010 is when all of this was taking place. If you can Google it and do research, then do it. You hear what I'm saying? So then I'm feeling weird because I know it's a serial killer that came to Long Beach. So one day, we sitting back and we watching the news early in the morning. I think it was a Sunday, and I remember it was gloomy too, like it was about to rain, but it didn't rain. And there was these two guys that broke out of the Lancaster State Penitentiary up in 2010, man. And then I come to the porch. I come to the balcony. It was like a balcony porch that we used to sit on, and Rico was out there. And I told him what's on the news about these guys that broke out of the prison and stuff. And he was like, hey, if you broke out the prison, what would you do? And I was like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I probably, I started saying, the average thing, go hide out, cut my hair, different things like that. I said, what would you do? And he looked up in the sky, man, and he went into a zone. He even started touching himself, man, right there in front of me, man. He was sitting down. We was both sitting down. He was sitting down like right next to me. And he was like, yeah, man, I break out and I go somewhere where an old person is. And then I tie him up. And then he started explaining how you tie them up, put tape on their mouth, put like a little hole with a straw and all of that. And he was going so much in detail. And I was like, for real, you would do that? And he didn't even hear me. He was so into it that he couldn't even hear me trying to interrupt him. And that's when I seen the sickness. And I said, hey, Rico. And I broke him up out of it. And I said, you would do that? And he said, hell yeah. Like he couldn't even help himself. And I seen the serial killer of Long Beach, man. And then I went up in there and then I said, hey, hold on. I went up in there and I told my girl and her moms, I said, hey, this nigga got to go. You hear what I'm saying? See, they already knew certain code words that I ain't playing. Like, get what we need to get because it's going down. So they did that. They prepared themselves. And I went out there with that thing and I said, nigga, you got to go. And he came too. He came into like regular Rico now. It wasn't the demon face. And I said, hey, bro, you got to go. And I didn't want to just shoot him. I wanted to shoot him, but I just couldn't shoot him because I was too dirty. I mean, I was really, really dirty at that time. If the police would have came and looked in that damn house, I still wouldn't have been out of jail. You hear what I'm saying? So I didn't want to hit him right there, but I wanted him to get the hell up out of here because the spirit in me, the spidey senses said that this is the nigga that they was talking about. You hear what I'm saying? And then he was acting crazy like, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? And he tried to go inside the door. And I said, boy, that's when I pulled out on him. And I hollered at the homie, the neighbor that was talking about the serial unaliver on the internet. And then he came out and then old boy just left, man. I never seen him after that. I never seen him after that. I mean, I'm telling you, they be right around you, man. They be right around you. It's so crazy. These people, they come from families. These Freemason families, these witchcraft families, I'm talking about the ones that have blood on their hands. They great grandmamas and they grandmamas, they are serial unalivers, but through black magic. There's people who have blood on their hand who have victims through black magic. People that had strokes and heart attacks that's not here no more. And when they have children, they children become these these serial unalivers that's right around us, man. Right around you, man. These fools is sick. And as we vibe higher and higher, we're about to start seeing them, man. These same guys. I wonder was Rico sent to me? I wonder was George Harvey sent to me? I wonder was they supposed to be my unalivers? My boy told me that Mason Man was really my hitman. He really was supposed to be the guy that took me out. And that's why he fell out with the Freemasons, because he couldn't complete his mission. So he had to come back to me and tell me who I was. It was Mason Man that told me exactly who I was and what superpowers I had. See, because he needed to be healed. He had that germ up in his leg. I'm going to talk more about that germ that these people get. They get a certain type of germ. It manifests in different ways. His manifested in his leg with this elephantitis and cracking and bleeding of the skin. And he needed me to heal him. But in order for me to heal him, he needed to tell me about myself. These people, these serpent seeds, man, look. There's serpent seeds right in your neighborhood. They live with their grandmama. They real sick. They be unaliving dogs and cats and prostitutes and stuff. And they grandmama and they uncles and all of that, they just counsel them and tell them that don't be taking them out. They need to stop. And they just look at it as, Billy is just going through something. But Billy is a damn serial unaliver. They're not taking it serious because their uncle was a serial unaliver and their auntie was a serial unaliver. I hope you understand what I'm saying, man. This is why you need to watch who you around. Watch who you keep your children around, man. Watch who you tell your business to, man. It is better to be alone in this damn day and age. I'm telling you, being alone is like a damn armor. It protects you. Peace.